Hello, welcome back to our channel. I take it you're wanting to clean out your filter in the dishwasher. The question might be for some of us, does a dishwasher even have a filter? I never knew there was a filter in there. Well, let's check it out and let's come on in here and let's see what's to it. Did you know that the filter in your dishwasher, besides your washcloth in your sink, dishwasher filter is the most dirtiest thing in your house? Also, did you know that mold builds up in there? Mold is very bad for you. Let's check this one out. Well, we put this dishwasher in here just a while back, and this filter has never been changed. So let's see what it's like and see what it looks like when I open it up and see, is there indeed mold inside this dishwasher? If there is, it can't be healthy. So let's clean this thing up and learn together how it's done. Okie dokie, here we are. We got a nice KitchenAid dishwasher. First thing you want to do, you need to have access to it. So let's get rid of this tray. It should just lift up out of here. Pretty easy. Set it off to the side. Got drawers up there. You could probably take that out if you think you have access to it, or a little easier getting in here. Now this particular model has a nozzle here, so you just move this out of the way and reach down in here. You can see actually there is some food particles right here. They say you don't have to rinse your dishes off, but I generally try to do that. Turn this counterclockwise, this thing here, and it picks up out of there. Are you nervous? I know I'm nervous. What is going to be in here? It's coming out. Oh my gracious. Look what we found. This is what it looks like. You would think it wouldn't be this dirty, especially since we rinse our dishes off before we put them in there. You can see down in there, generally there's supposed to be water in there like that. That's normal. That way when you go to wash your dishes and you hear what it sounds like it's draining when you turn it on, and that's so the water lays in here and keeps all your gaskets and everything nice and moist. Okay, we're gonna set that to the side. And then here is the screen. And take a look at that. Is that mold? Is that what I see? Do I see mold in there? So that's what it looks like. So let's get this cleaned up. We'll take and run some nice. First we'll take and rinse off the hard pieces. Rinse off all the mold and food particles that's in here. Now what I like to do is just use a toothbrush, something that's soft. That way it don't damage the screen. Get some hot water and fill up your sink. Get some distilled white vinegar. Put some of this in here. And just kind of give it another scrub. You could even use some Dawn dish detergent to get rid of some of the dirt. But in this case, just for the video, I'll just use the vinegar this time. But you got to make sure you scrub the inside too, just as well as the outside. Let the water out, let it drain, rinse off the vinegar, and then after you have the filters cleaned, then you want to just come in here and just clean this up a bit. Use a wet washcloth, get some of the big stuff off, and then we'll repeat with with some vinegar. Now some people might just use a squirt bottle, but I'm just gonna pour some of this vinegar around here and pour some down in that hole. Set this off to the side and then just kind of the areas that I couldn't get with the washcloth. And you can see here why the moisture, why the water is left laying there, because this is a rubber seal here and you got to keep those moist. Get the dishwasher started. All right, did you hear that pump out? And we check it, and it's pumped out. Basically, we do put the filter and stuff back in reverse, starting with the screen. Slide that, it goes down in under this little tab here, and then you push it down the whole way around, and then you slide this down in and it locks right into place, and you go clockwise and see how that's tight. Turn this, make sure it's not hitting if you have it in there right. So who would have thought that there's mold in the dishwasher? Most people don't realize that. Some other areas that you might be mindful of whenever you're cleaning a filter is, look in here. There's areas where mold can build up. You can see this little area right here. Just go ahead and dip your toothbrush into some vinegar, diluted vinegar and water, and then just go around this edge where this gasket is and look right down here. Here's another area at the bottom where it can build up. Just clean that area too. And kind of push, if the gasket comes out, you can just kind of push it back into place. Over here on this side, it's an area that needs clean too. Just go work your way up on the left side and see how nice and clean that gets whenever you run some vinegar across. And then what we end up doing is, the last step is get myself a bowl and get some white distilled vinegar and put a cup or so of that in here. Pull out the top drawer here and just kind of set that right in there. And what's going to happen is we're going to run a rinse cycle, and then that's really going to clean out the filter and stuff down in there and do a better sanitizing job. So I want to make sure I put in with high temp and tough and start. So when you're running the vinegar inside there, what happens is, as the water splashes up from the bottom from the sprayers and the sprayers on top, it'll evenly run out the vinegar evenly throughout the cycle. That way it's not too strong and it's diluted a little bit in the water. And it's going to go ahead and run one cycle through, and then I have it on that high temp. That way it kind of helps sanitize everything. And a good point to point out is, make sure you clean your dishwasher filter, not just the top screen, but the filter inside, at least once a month or so. If you're like some people and the manufacturer says that you don't need to rinse the dishes, then you might want to clean out this filter maybe every week or every other week. If you don't mind hitting the thumbs up button on your way out and subscribing if you enjoy and don't want to miss any future videos, that would be good. And until the next video, have a good day.